It's August. It is August. It is August. It is August. It's August 1st. Can you guys believe that? Can you believe that? It's August 1st. It is August 1st. It is August 1st. Welcome, everybody. Let's see who comes on. It's 10 o'clock. I'm a little later than normal. It's still morning, I guess. It's still morning here in LA. So it's hot as F in LA already. I'll tell you a second. I'll tell you what's going on. I'm sure it's telling you guys I'm on. My computer is slow today. Yeah, now it's saying I'm on. Okay. I got four emails. Sorry. But I'm here. I'm going to talk about August 1st. I'm having this really good orange juice. Everything's expensive. Meat, cheeses, everything's expensive. It's crazy, but we're gonna make it through, you guys. I can't believe that it's already 8 months into the year. I don't believe it. My hair's a little crazy today, so I'm wearing a hat. But it's already, I'm gonna tell you how hot it is already. I just finished doing some shows. This is one I do on Mondays with my girl Melissa. It is 75 degrees, and it's only 10 o'clock. It's supposed to be 79 today. And the humidity is 67%. 67%. And that's crazy. It's crazy. Ugh. It's gonna be hot all week too. I guess it's summer now. It was not this hot when I was a kid in LA. It wasn't. Not on this side of town. It wasn't. So I don't understand. I don't. So I'm highlighting my buymeacoffee.com/James Jr. today because it's the first of the month. I'm gonna be able to buy some coffees, keep me going in August. So I'm promoting that. I have a podcast on there called Lots and Lots of Coffee. Some great, it comes out every 4 or 5 days. It comes out some great episodes, some fun stuff. I have a guest coming up and another guest coming up on there. But I try different coffees around everywhere, and do that. So you unlock that when you buy me a coffee. You unlock that, and you get to listen to audio only. So and they're quick. They're like 5 to 10 minutes long. I think one is 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But they're a lot of fun. So buymeacoffee.com/James Jr. That's what I'm enabled. Super chats are also enabled. We love super chats, those two. But I'm accentuating the buy me a coffee. If you bought me a coffee before, it makes it easy for you just to buy it again because you're already in already. So I'm pushing the coffee one this time, and it's a podcast on there. I put pictures on there too. Hello, there's some folks: Tracy, Judy, Susan, ladies, Charlie's Angels, George, Janaea. I'm pushing the coffee one this time. So buymeacoffee.com/James Jr. Be kind. Buy me a coffee. That will help me out for the month. Get me started. I had some good coffees the other day. I talk about them all on that show there. But I'm here today because it's hot as F in Los Angeles. I have my curtains closed. So I'm trying to keep all the coolness, and I have 2 fans on me at the same time. I'm wearing a yellow shirt. What do you think? I don't wear the yellow that I love yellow. I don't wear yellow that often. But I like yellow on me. It's because this goes good with my brown skin. Oh, a genie. Ding. But my hair is a little crazy. I'll give you a little piece. That's it. That's all I get. So we're in a hat. If I had a scarf, we're a scarf. But we're hiding it. We're hiding the hairs today. It's like, what do we get out? James's Angels. I was like, Jamie's Angels, James's Angels. I'm like, oh my God, I'm taking my hair back together. Like, I have a lot of hair. I didn't realize how much hair I have. But now I gotta do this because my hair, I'm sweating. It's hot, you guys. I guess I know it's summer. I know it's hot everywhere. Do that. That's fine. Yeah, the yellow, I like the yellow. I don't wear it very often. I have a couple of yellow shirts. I wore an orangish yellow shirt yesterday for General Hospital. I'm washing it right now. I like yellow. Yellow's one of those colors. It's underrated. You wear it in spring, wear it in summer. And so I like, yeah, because I like oranges, things like that, but I don't wear very many pale colors, like pale green or pale yellow or pale blue, but they look good on me. I know they look good on me. Like this color blue look good on me. That's a cup you can get at, at JLJmedia.com. Everything's a push. But I like yellow. I have a song called Yellow, not there. But I do. Yellow's one of those colors. I'm not a pink person, but I know pink looks good on me. I have a couple of pink items, but I'm not a pink person. It's stormed there. I know. See, what's funny is people are getting rain. I know in Vegas, it like flooded. I was like, there's all the monsoonal moisture. No rain here. Bring it to LA. It looked like it was going to rain. It didn't. We're in a drought here. Come on. Bobby, give us some rain. Want some rain. We need it. I have no grass here. Well, I have grass in the backyard. My front yard, no grass. My grapes are growing. Also, all my stuff's growing. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised it's all growing, but it's not. But we need some sun. Today is planner day. So I mentioned that. I'm a professional organizer. I posted some pictures and stuff already. So I posted some tips later on about planning. I love lists. I love writing things down. It's a big thing for me. I can't remember shit, so I write everything down. I have notes everywhere. I have notes everywhere. I write down notes. What's this one? Oh yeah, I write notes. I write notes everywhere. But then I do go through the notes. I have them in one spot, and then I go through the notes, and I actually do the things and check them off. I love checking stuff off. I love checking stuff off. That's why you're ahead of us, Judy. So for me, it's an hour and a half till Young and Restless. I'm so behind most of you guys because I'm like, it's LA. We're the last coast to get everything. Not fair. All the shows. When I lived in Pittsburgh and I was in New York, it was so much fun watching stuff ahead of time. Well, it felt like ahead of time because I was on the East Coast or even Midwest. Yeah, writing things down, checking them off is a great thing, Tracy. I think it's something that it makes you feel accomplished. It makes you feel like, it makes you feel accomplished. Also you can see what you've done. I did all this today. Okay. I did these two things today. Okay. I like that. It's like a paper of accountability and a paper of what I did. So I do. I have other papers. Where are they? I'm the organizer. I can't find shit. What's going on here? Well, it's somewhere there. My other papers where I cross things out too. East Coast 20 years before Bold and Beautiful. You guys are all ahead of me. George, I forgot where are you at? I forgot where you are. I can work this to the other room. That's so funny. You're like, I need to watch it. Oh, listen to it. That'd be interesting, Judy, to listen to, because I listen to some TV shows while I'm working. But I've never listened to a soap while I'm working. I listened to QVC once when I was working, and I was like, I want to buy everything. Your intention list. I like that, Tracy, because you have your intention. You're in Tucker, Georgia. So Tucker is near what major city that I would know of in Georgia? I don't know it. Your intention is to do these things, get these things done, and you go about you. So Tracy, I like that. Very happy. Super organizer. Supports you and your decisions. Hashtag organized. Yeah, I gotta paint this. I got this at Big Lots or something. Hashtag Lottie's. You know I love a good prop. Oh, you're near Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. Okay. I love Atlanta. I do. I had a great time. Every time I went to Atlanta, I had a good time. Good food, good time. Lots of Black folks. It's very cosmopolitan for Black people. I listen to soaps when I'm working too. You do? It's so funny. I've never done that. I should try one day and not look. And Joe, you're in Mooresville, Miss Shelley. I live in Minneapolis. I work with one of my guys. He's from oh my God, I forgot where he's from. I've been to Richmond, Indiana, which is on the east side of the state. I've been to parts of Indiana. I've been to Indianapolis. I like Indianapolis. It's a great city. Susan, I don't go on social media until you're smart, Susan. I try not to. It's not fair. I have encountered my friends. Oh, good. Oh, Tracy, you are organized. Okay. No matter how exactly, Susan. No matter how Sweaters come, they always come up. It never had. It always happens. It's so true. It always happens. Am I going to miss Bonbula today? Why do you say that? How am I going to miss it? Is it not coming on today? Are you guys telling me something? Is Bold Beautiful not coming on? I know tomorrow's supposed to be the big reveal day. So is it not on today? Somebody tell me what's going on. Eyes only, tell me. You look cute in your picture, eyes only. I can't really see because I got my glasses. Like, okay, maybe you are for my eyes only. You just so some watch it go. That's so funny. I've never. This is very interesting. Okay, I've never just listened to a soap opera. I've never done that. Like I said, I've done other shows kind of that way, but I've never done that. I'm gonna have to try it. Maybe I'll try it with Young and the Restless. No, I'm out of town. Oh, so eyes only. Okay, so here's the eyes only. Okay, I see what's going on. So no, we're not here doing the soap shows next weekend because I'm going to Christmas Con, but it's here in LA. I didn't say that part. It's next weekend, but it's here in LA. It's in Pasadena. So it's about 25 miles away from me, but I'll be driving there. So, but no, I'll be out of town. I'm not going nowhere eyes only. What is COVID and monkeypox and everything going on? I ain't going nowhere. I barely leave my house. I go to coffee places. That's what I do. So if you're so inclined, folks, today, the super chats, of course, are enabled, but I'm also pushing my buymeacoffee.com/James Law Jr. I have a podcast on there called Lots and Lots of Coffee. It's a lot of fun. You unlock that when you buy me a coffee. So if you feel so generous today, go over there and buy me a coffee. Put the link on top. Go buy me a coffee. I love coffee. I need some more blonde blend of this coffee I want. So Christmas Con, Tracy, I have no idea. I'm so excited. So Hallmark Channel's part of it. But it's a convention about Christmas. Like literally what it stands for. But I have no idea. I was told there's like most conventions, there's a huge convention hall full of vendors. So I'm hoping get some free shit on there. But also see what maybe Christmas products out there. But also some of your favorite soap stars and Hallmark Channel stars will be there. I'm going to see my friend Jen Lilly, who will be there that day. They're doing an ugly sweater contest. They have Christmas game shows happening there. But that's all I know. I don't know anything. They don't really tell you much in the picture stuff. So that's for entertainment.com, I think it is. And so I'm exactly like very excited. I don't know. That's the thing. But I know some folks are going to be like Lacey Chabert is going to be there. I think Kenneth Cameron Bure is going to be there. Paul Green's going to be. So I'm really excited. But I've never been to a Christmas con, so I'm very excited. I'm going to let you guys know. Trust me, I'm going to have pictures, video, all kind of stuff. So just stay tuned. It's going to be very interesting. You guys will know what Christmas con is when I'm done. The Christmas nerds. Exactly. There you go. That's the way I'm putting it too, I guess. Way I'm putting it. What was high school like for me? I hated school, but I was very popular, as you can imagine. I just didn't care. School was a means to an end for me. I was a person who, by the 11th grade, I had done all my requirements for college and to graduate high school. I was on work release program. So I go to school in the morning, take those particular classes I could only take in 11th grade and 12th grade. And I was out by noon. And afternoon, I worked. I had a job. So I had a job and I was going to medical school at the same time. So my life was all about, I was partying. It was the 80s, kids. I was partying, had a good old time. But I was a decent student. I took care of, I'm horrible in algebra. I got flunked it like 5 times. But I was completely a person who knew everybody, knew all the different classes. I was a group hopper, they said. I knew people in different groups. I wasn't that invested, but I was there. I was very well known. I saw one of my yearbooks recently. I lost all my yearbooks in a fire. I saw my sister's yearbook. She went there too, obviously. And I'm in like 20 pictures. I was everywhere. Hi, Albert Bostic. Hi, V. Carter. Hi, Mysterio. So I was completely a popular. I was in every picture. I was like, "There's me. There's me. There's me. There's me." I was the treasurer of the Spanish club. I speak Spanish, the Spanish club. But I was one of those people who was popular, but I wasn't a snob about it. I was a dancer. I love, meaning not like a ballet dancer. I was a dancer. I do all the dance steps. I was a disco dancer when I was younger. And I tried pop locking when I came out. I was not a break dancer. I couldn't break dance, but I was always known as a dancer. So I was a dancer. I went to all the dances. I went to a lot of concerts. But I entered high school 40 years ago. I say that I'm like, that was 40 years ago. Oh my God. I entered high school in 1983. So this next year be 40 years. So in September of 1983, I went to Inglewood High School. And I didn't go to junior high school, middle school. My school went from K through 8th. And 9th grade, James Harrison Lott Jr. entered Inglewood High School. I was there all 4 years. I graduated in 1987, which is 35 years ago. I can't believe it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so old. Your first concert was the Fat Boys. Oh my God, that is hilarious. They were big, Tracy. They were big for a while. And Run DMC, I've never seen them in concert. I liked Run DMC when I first heard them. Rockbox, King of Rock, I loved all of that. So, but yes, but high school was, I mean, high school was, I had a lot of friends. They all knew me. I was known for my hair. I always had different hairstyles and lots of hair. So I was known for my hair. My worst subject was math. English and history were my best subjects. Double Dutch girls, that's so funny. Well, back in the 80s, I went to everything. I mean, I was like anything from, we used to have Uncle Jam's Army. So it was like Nucleus and World Class Wrecking Crew and all them. Or there was Todd, of course. Class 87! Class 87! I was like, Judy, one of us too. My sister and I met another girl who was 87 also. Oh yeah, you graduated in 92 by George Blackman. So you're right behind us. Oh, hey, so that's 89. Woo, Gen X in the house. Okay, so Mysterio. That's so weird you asking me that question about the Chili Peppers. I know they're on tour right now. Here's my story about the Chili Peppers. So I first saw the Chili Peppers in 1984 at Madame Wong's West, which is not even here anymore. It's in LA. It's not even here anymore. A small club that was popular, and it was the original, like one of the original lineups. And they were on and I saw them, loved them very. It was Red Hot Chili Peppers, X. Remember X? Los Angeles, and Concrete Blonde. I don't remember any of them. So I saw them, and another band didn't make it. Like some other band, there were a lot of bands that were playing and didn't make it, of course. So I saw them there. I have seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers 4 times over the years. I saw them at the Cow Palace, the Toadies back in the 90s. I saw them at the Tibetan Freedom concert with Beastie Boys and Bjork and all them. I saw them again at the concert. So I don't know them. I have talked to Anthony a couple of times back in the 80s when everybody was coked up. It was the 80s. But I don't know him personally, but I have met him a couple of times, but he was fine. But I like Chili Peppers. I like them. And so I have seen them 4 times in 4 times over the years. And I've done that. So yes, I have done that. Class 89, class of 92, class 89. I love it. Class 2000. Woo! For Destiny's Child. Okay, hey, I never seen Beyonce or Destiny's Child. So did I go to school with anyone that made famous? No, me. I'm the famous one, kids. Nobody else might. Nobody. So Tyra Banks, her mom, and they're from Inglewood. I knew her mom. I knew some of her relatives. Lisa Wu Hartwell her family was a kid at my mom's school here in Inglewood. So there are some Inglewoodians that were here, but at my school, what's his name came from Inglewood High School, but that was way later. I forgot his name already. But when I was to school, no, there's nobody. I'm probably the most famous person from my high school, from my time period. I can't think of anybody. Is there anybody else? That's me. But no. but I knew famous people at that time. Didn't go to my school. Concrete Black. You remember Concrete Black? Okay, come on. They have their album Bloodletting. I think it's the album that I liked. Man, I used to like Randy Travis. I did. I like Rush. Class 85. Woo! Right for us. I miss the 80s, you guys. I had so much fun in the 80s. More fun than I should have had. But I took care of school. I took care of all my schoolwork. I was very responsible. And I had fun. I did it all in the 80s. I went to school, I worked, everything. Do you know when you saw Two Live Crew? Oh my God, me. So I saw a whole thing on Two Live Crew. It was really cool. XQC after Anita Baker. I never saw Anita Baker. So is there a close age gap between you and your mom and dad? Do you know my life, Mysterio? You are mysterious, Mysterio. Do you know my life? Are you somebody that I know? You know, it's my life. My mother and I are 19 years apart in age. So that's almost 18 years apart in age, but she turned 19 the next month. So we always say we grew up together. And she looks good. She's in her early 70s. She looks good. But Nina's working it out. So my dad and I aren't close in age like that. But she and I, yes, we're closer in age, so to speak. She had me young. How long have I known Krista Allen? I've known her, wow, at this point. Well, so it's funny is that I met her through friends when she was doing stand-up. She was doing stand-up comedy here in LA. She had a podcast, she was all this stuff. And I would say that was like 6-7 years ago. I had met her through friends, and then we became friends. She's quirky and fun and real, and we just really hit it off. So I think I've known her about 6-7 years. I know a lot of them at this point, about 6-7 years. A lot of them. Tia Turner, Lionel Richie. I love Anita Baker. I've never seen her. But concerts all the time. We're all concert goers. In LA, we always come to LA. San Francisco, Sacramento, New York, Pittsburgh. Concerts, plays. So I used to work. Okay, guys, I'm gonna bring you back for a second. Do you remember record stores? Just say it louder. Do you remember record stores? I used to work in a record store. It was Music Plus Records. And my mother got me a job there. Well, she got me hooked up with somebody, got me a job there. It was really funny. And I worked there for like a year and a half, whatever. So, but and I worked at the record store later at Camelot Music. You guys have Camelot Music where you were? So we used to get promotional tickets and passes to things all the time from the record labels, the record companies. So when I worked there, I would take a lot of people were like, they want to go somebody big. They want to go somebody big. You know, you guys, it's hot. You can see my wild hair. I just can't do it today. I can't do it today. It's too hot. My hair is crazy. It's just so hot. Oh my God, my hair is just so hot. Whew, it's gonna be a little wild today. So I used to go to a lot of concerts. A lot of them were free. And also in high school, my friends and I went to concerts, and my father would give me tickets to concerts, and we always had free big shows, small shows. So I went to a lot. I miss record stores too. I do. I like records. I like CDs. I like DVDs. Yes, I can go online and get a thing really quick or whatever, and it's fine. But I do miss it. I miss it. Oh shit. Yes, I saw a documentary. I saw a documentary on Tower Records. I saw a documentary on Blockbuster Video. I saw a documentary on someone here just some earlier. And let me go back up there. Who was saying it? I was in here, so I think that's why I said it in here. There were some. I remember. There's some good documentaries out there. So there's some really good ones. The one on Nickelodeon's good too, called The Orange Years. That's really good. So for us, okay. So for me, these are the record stores I remember. Tower Records, of course. There was FYI. It was like this called for your entertainment or something. FYE. It was FYE for your entertainment. Camelot Music, Music Plus Records. I'm bringing out Sam Goody. You guys remember Sam Goody? I think I remember Turtles. That sounds kind of familiar. But Sam Goody, The Warehouse, another one. I think I'm losing. I'm beginning, and a couple of local ones, of course. Here in LA, we had Amoeba. Records is still here, but I think I'm missing a few. Music Land, yes, and Music Land. Thank you, Sam Goody. You got to be good. And those commercials. Oh my God, I love that. And just local record stores. Peaches. That sounds very familiar. We didn't have it on the West Coast, but that sounds very familiar. There was one in Sacramento. I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm blanking out. But in San Francisco, we had Streetlight Records. We had CD Record Rack and Tower. Virgin Megastore. Remember Virgin Megastore? Hit that like button, kids. I hate people watching it. Some people like me. It's August 1st, kids. Be kind, rewind. Of course, we have Blockbuster Video, Hollywood Video. Yeah, Camelot. I worked at Camelot for less than a year. Then they accused me of stealing, and then I got a job somewhere else. I left. Karma Records sounds familiar. Yeah, Amoeba is, well, it's okay. So we have Amoeba here in LA too. But Amoeba, because over in Berkeley too. So there was Amoeba, Rasputin, and a couple others. I'm blanking out right now. But the Amoeba, there's one in Berkeley, and there was one in the Haight-Ashbury, which is still there, which was an old bowling alley. And you go in, it was huge. Huge. I used to live over there. I used to live in Cole Valley at one point. So I just take Cole all the way down, or go down whatever, and go all the way down to the Haight. And turn to the right, and there was McDonald's in the corner. I know, right at the beginning entrance of Golden Gate Park. Electric Fetus. That's so funny. I don't know that one. Oh, Prince. Give me all my Prince. I love my Prince. You know what's funny is not everything's on streaming. As you see, they're finally releasing certain things. So I have both. It depends on what it is. And there's some things that are very unique that are not on streaming. They're just not. So I buy DVDs every once in a while, not very often. But that's what I do. Yeah, a lot of 45s and singles and albums. Yes, I did too. I still have some. I do. But I loved working. I love the smell of records and working with records. I just love sifting through them. New Release Tuesdays, Run the Tower Records, and we had the cassette singles wall, the cassette walls, and all that stuff. And there was a place for people to hang out. Coffee was brewed Italian. Also going. I know it's just weird. Oh, I'm gonna say okay. Oh, okay, you put the Ball Beautiful in Texas. Okay, it should be good. It should be good today. Let me go back up. I'll go back up because you guys are asking me questions. Let me see. We go back up. Okay. I answered Krista Allen. I did that already. Which decade would you travel to in your lifetime? 1969 or 2010? That's very specific. I will go back to 1969. Oh, no, thank you. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. My first concert was Bobby Brown, City Mills. I saw Bobby Brown solo in 86 for his first album. Stevie Wonder or Lionel? I can both, but I would go Stevie Wonder more. REO Speedwagon. Oh my God. I used to you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a piano, but you can't tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. That album. Can't tune a fish. Okay, great. Now I think I'm caught up now. So I'm trying to see everybody's stuff. Prince and MJ aren't here. And that is crazy. That is crazy. They're not here. They're gone. They are gone. It's crazy. I buy CDs sometimes too. So you love New Edition. Oh, New Edition's great. They're on tour now. Black Friday. I've never done a Black Friday. See, I know DeBarges. I know some DeBarges. I know Michael DeBarge, Christina DeBarge, Bobby DeBarge. I know some DeBarges. They're all the light skinned DeBarges. I don't know Whitney. I don't know Whitney. I know I got a chance to see Whitney. Will's apology to Chris. What do I think of Will's apology to Chris? What do I think? I'm really not that invested. I'm just not. I don't know. It's just, it's their stuff. They got to figure it out. I mean, I think it's. I know that people would get mad if he didn't say something in public. They get mad because he did say, you can't win nowadays. Trust me, I know you can't win it nowadays in the public eye. Um, I think Will should go off, work on himself, try to figure out, lay low for a while. And when Chris is ready, and if he wants to talk to him, then they'll do the talk. Chris was the victim in this situation. So, and I mean, that's for the rest of his life. That slap heard around the world for the rest of his life. I still am shocked that happened. I'm still kind of trying to process that. Oh, I'm sure you saw it on Black Shoppers. Okay. Yeah. I thought Black Friday was highly exciting. Black Shoppers. Isn't that funny? No. Nope. I'm sure Stevie's great in concert. Stevie's a Taurus, May 13th. He owns a radio station in LA, KJLH. Joy, love, happiness. He does. I've never met him. I've seen him in person, but I've never met him. But Stevie Wonder is a national treasure. Stevie Wonder is a anomaly. He's just everything. And speaking of that, yesterday we lost Nichelle Nichols, groundbreaking legend. And I'll never forget what she said about Star Trek, because that original Star Trek cast was groundbreaking, obviously, for many reasons. And I remember her saying she was ready to quit because she had no big lines. She was always just kind of there on the screen. And Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. told her, you can't quit. By you being on screen is what's going to propel the future, basically. And she stayed. And she had the first generational kiss on primetime with William Shatner. I just think that's such an important, powerful statement. And it's still true today. That sometimes it's just having me or you here on screen, that's enough. That's something you gotta look at sometimes. It's just it's enough. And you gotta start somewhere. Usually once you're groundbreakers, don't get the glory till years later. Someone else steps through and does it. And Stevie Wonder's a groundbreaker, obviously. Technology-wise, music technology, the things they came up with in the early 70s. Stevie Wonder had like 4 albums that are considered some of the greatest of all time, all in a row. I think it was Talking Book, Inner Visions, Fulfilling Its First Finale, and Songs in a Key of Life. Like, who does that? Like, every couple of years, you put out a master album every couple of years. That's crazy. That's talent. That's God-giving talent. But back to Nichelle, yeah, she breaks a lot of barriers for Black women. Her and Diane Carroll were doing it. Nobody else was doing it. They were the ones leading the way. How to put up with whatever they had to put up with to be on there. So Nichelle Nichols, and she was on Young and the Restless and played Neil's mother, and was an amazing storyline. Go online, go to YouTube. I'm telling you, that death scene between her and Christoph. If you don't cry watching that scene, you have ice in your veins. And I think now he's up there and she's up there now. So I like to think they're reunited as co-actors and friends. But she, rest in peace, Nichelle Nichols, no family. She lived a full life, and she was beautiful inside and out. And you can never replace the firsts. When it becomes first, you can never. That's just your legacy is completely set. Yeah, Songs to Kill Life was just like so good. But all those albums, they was all just so good. I even liked Part-Time Lover. That beep 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 deep deep but deep 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 deep. I mean, I love that. I love that in Square Circle, that album. Also is I Just Called to Say I Love You. I mean, I don't care. It's cheesy. I love it. I do. The song's complete cheese. But you know what? I think it's a great song. I do. And even the cheesiest of songs, now that I'm a songwriter myself and performer, I just know that to come up with a song that has a melody or a hook or anything, it's not easy. It's not easy, you guys. It's not easy. And so I applaud anyone who does that. I do. I applaud. I applaud. I applaud. It's something. So, which soap death got to you? For me, it was Mrs. C from YNR. I loved her. Oh, the one where she's saying goodbye to Jill, but in real life, that was her last scene. Going up the stairs. Oh my God, soap deaths. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I don't. I mean, the one that immediately comes to mind, and I got a chance to ask her this during my historic interview with Kristen Alfonso. Zach's death. When Lexi walks out and doesn't even say anything, and Hope just starts to lose it. And I asked her, if you want, it's on YouTube. If you want, and Bo's behind her, holding her, she lets out this soul-crushing wail that completely gutted me. I get to ask her about that because she's a mother in real life. I was like, how did you go there? Like losing a child. And she really captured that amazingly. I would say, even though he's alive, Jesse's death. He gets shot. Angie and Jesse were the black super couple. They were on All My Children. They were the black super couple. They had gone through so much. He dies from a gunshot. He's alive, of course, later. But those scenes where he dies in the hospital. Bobby Ewing. I know he's alive too, the whole dream. But I'm telling you, when he's laying there and JR starts to cry, that's it. When JR starts to cry, and when he flatlines and he starts to cry, I'm like, God damn it. I lose my shit every time. BJ's death, of course. Oh my God, oh my God. When Tony put his head on his head, just every time. Lose it. Every time. Lose it. I've still watched it and lost it. That one was another, you don't kill kids normally. You just don't kill kids. Those were good. I'm trying to think of some others on the daytime. I'm doing some daytime deaths. Those are the ones that stand out. Those are the ones that stand out the most. They stand out the most. They're good. Part-time muggers is funny. Adam Nimoy did. Oh, that's very nice. A letter in the shell. What do you think is your best skill? Interviewer, writer, songwriter. I think my writer first of everything, because the writing informs my interviewing and my songwriting. So I will say writing. Nino, Drew, Jesse, Angie. I will not choose. They both were super couples in their times, and they both and very different situations. So I don't know. I'm not going to pick. I think they both are amazing. Yeah, JR. Well, also JR's death. Oh my God. There's a scene at the end. Well, so JR's death because Larry Hagman died in real life. And so if you watch the new Dallas, from the beginning of the show, they slow down the Dallas theme and just show silhouettes of JR with the 10-gallon hat on South Fork. At the very end, turns around, it's JR, it's Larry Hagman. And I was already crying. I mean, the show ain't fucking started yet. I was already crying. And then there's a scene where Sue Ellen goes up to speak. And she's like, I had a drink. I'm a little drunk right now. And everybody kind of looks. And JR was the love of her life. And she falls apart. And that scene. But then it's the end when Patrick Duffy plays Bobby, who's super underrated on the show. Where he's reading JR's letter. And he has JR's whiskey in a glass. And he literally cries in his drink. He literally cries in his drink. And I thought I don't know if that was a producer choice or a Patrick Duffy choice, but it was like, I'm like tearing out already. I'm crying already. It's just like those were something there that, and because Larry Hagman had died in real life, and Patrick Duffy, Linda Gray, and Larry were friends in real life. You felt it. It didn't even feel like acting. I know it was acting. They said it was acting. I've met Linda Gray, great person. But it just added weight to the scenes. And that John Ross didn't want to speak. And he was very hurt. He was quiet. It made sense. It was just like, but that was another one where I cried. I know it was just Lexi's death on Dallas, on Days. She died in Abe's arms. And we knew that she was retiring in real life, that Renee Smith, who was the actress, was retiring. So we knew this was it. Yes. Which soap do you feel mostly connected to? For me, it's Days at the moment. That's a really great question. I have no idea. Mostly connected to? I'll say none of them right now. That's a really good question. I don't know. I think, for me, in general, Dallas will always be number one for me. Dallas is my favorite soap of all time. I will always feel connected to Dallas. Daytime, Days is one of them. Days is one. Hospital is one. But right now, I can't answer that question. I don't know. He does. Man from Atlantis. He does. Who's more iconic? Donna Mills. Like, oh my god. Yes, these are like Sophie's Choice questions. I mean, in terms of longevity and a person who has just, I would say Linda Gray, I guess, but Donna Mills is a star. She's a star too. Yeah, Larry Hagman. That's a hard one. That was a hard one for me. Larry Hagman was a hard one. Prince was a hard one. There are certain deaths that David Bowie was a hard one for me. I'm not sad for Michael Jackson, but Farrah Fawcett was I was a huge Farrah Fawcett fan. That was a hard one for me. So I'm like, I think I'm all teary-eyed on here now. I'm fucking crying. I'm like, shit. Yes, they were all, just really well done. But Patrick Duffy, yeah. Patrick Duffy also had Step by Step and a few other things. He was also on Bold and Beautiful. Yeah, Dallas is my number one at night. Dallas, then Knots Landing, my two. Then Dynasty, then Fountain Crest. So yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Right now, I can answer you for now. For now, I can answer you. I don't know what that is. So yeah, Fairfield. That's the thing. I was traveling cross country from a conference, and Farrah had died that morning. And so I was like, oh my God, I love Farrah Fawcett. I was a huge Charlie Angel fan. Farrah, the hair, everything. And then I landed in LA, and they're like, Michael died. And I was like, I remember saying, no, it was Farrah Fawcett who died. Like, no, Michael died too. And then Farrah Fawcett, I felt bad for all of a sudden the coverage to Michael. Obviously, Michael's a bigger star. So that was crazy. Yeah, that was a tough day. That was a tough day for those two. That's great. But she had been sick with the anal cancer, and then Michael died. And it's just so weird that Michael and Prince are Madonna's the only one left, kids. Say what you want to about her, she's the only one left. Say whatever you want about her, but she is the only one left. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Not too far apart. Yeah. These are some good questions. So I have a day today. It's Monday. It's August 1st. I have to reconcile my numbers. I'm a businessman, so it's time for me to do all my numbers. Anybody does it for me. My hair is just, because it's so humid here in LA right now, and hot and humidity is high, my hair is crazy. I'm just like, when you travel, do you pack light now to avoid extra charges? I haven't traveled anywhere the last 2.5 years. So like that. So I can't even answer that. I didn't like that Farrah did a show documenting your death. I'm sure I paid it well. Oh, you didn't like that? Well, I understood where she was coming from. When I had Bell's palsy, I severe Bell's palsy, I was told to document it. which I did partially document it. For other people, so they know what it's like. And so I get where to help other people, and to get there where they're going. So I understood what she was trying to do. I don't think if they accomplished that completely, but I understood where she was trying to do it. And she probably did need money for medical bills. I mean, medical bills are crazy, you guys. Our healthcare system sucks. It sucks. It just does for everybody, not just for her, for everybody. It's a suckage. Trying to find something. No, I can't find it. It does. But I understood what she was doing. I understood it. I was like, okay, I get it, girl. I got this little drawer shelf stuff. Oh, I have one of these markers. Take 5, 10. I was trying to find my pills. I found them. It's planner day. Plan. Okay, so I put this in here. I love this little cart from Target. I love it. It's so cute. There we go. It was blocking my way of getting air. Okay, back. I'm sorry, back, everybody. You're like, what's James doing over there? What's he doing? I have this little cart thing, and it was like in my way. The air wasn't coming to me. Like, why am I melting? It's hot in LA, you guys. So I have a life coaching client later. Very excited about that. It's gonna be good. We always have a good time. Tell me it's about $8,000 for a CAT scan. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It is outrageous, you guys. It is outrageous. I tell them all the time. One medical procedure could totally set you back with no shame. And that's the problem. That's the problem. I'm trying to find something, you guys. Sorry, 1 second. I can't find them. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Hold on. How much is so sorry? Well, I don't know exact numbers, but I know it's not as much as it used to be. It ain't what it used to be, kids. The money that everybody thought had done did is not what it used to be anymore. Nope. Everything's gone down. Yeah, being in Minneapolis, that Prince stuff afterwards, yeah, you lucked out. You totally lucked out. Lucked out completely. So I'm going to start my day. I have to work. I'm going to start my day. I thought you'd like coming on with you guys, saying hello. So buymeacoffee.com, James Lott Jr., patreon.com, James Lott Jr., JLJmedia.threadless. Oh my God. JLJmedia.threadless.com. I'm like trying to show my wares. And of course here, super chats. Everyone, please. It's hot everywhere, I know, or raining somewhere and hot. Just be careful where you are today. Be careful being out and about. Be careful of the monkeypox and the COVIDs and everything. Just be mindful wherever you are. I want all you guys to be safe and sound. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for everything. I might be on later. I might come on later for daytime today. So just make sure you hit that make sure you're subscribing to me. Hit that little button. But I'll talk to you all later. I love you guys.